Thank you for that, Nimesh, for all the chatter and all the buzz. But just to quickly go back to that story, which finally caused some flutter in the market, the prospects of United Spirits looking at monetizing their IPL franchise, Royal Challengers Bangalore. Manglam's joining in. Manglam, and finally they waited for what? How many was it? 17 years, 16 years before finally getting the title this time. Maybe a good time finally?
Well, they got the championship after 18 years, but the rumors of their stake sale has been around for a while right now. And now what we understand is that there are interested players have put their hat in the ring as well. And what we understand from our sources is that one of the players could perhaps be Seram's Adar Poonawalla as well. So what we understand is that Diageo has put RCB up for sale and Seram's Adar Poonawalla has emerged as the front runner. Adar Poonawalla, among the others, is keen to buy the entire stake and not just a part stake sale in RCB. And the owners are seeking close to $2 billion in terms of valuation. And here's where it is very important to understand a couple of things. From a seller standpoint, there's no better time than this to sell because they've just won the championship. And at the same time, you have their star player who's towards the latter half of his career, if not, towards the end of his career itself. So we have Virat Kohli as well. So you cash in on the chips when they're all on the table. That's what, what would make sense from the seller standpoint. But from a buyer standpoint, RCB is one of the most exciting sports franchises that we have not only in the IPL, but if you look at some of the metrics, online engagement metrics and the fan loyalty metrics, they're actually among the biggest sport franchises in the world itself. And with the growing sport economy that India is, it would make sense for one to put in the money. The only difference here is that instead of getting it from the BCCI's auction, where the payment is staggered over 10 years, if you're buying it fully, then you have to pay the entire money upfront. So to that extent, the ROI metrics or the payback period metrics get a little skewed, which is where the discussions are currently underway. And that's what we understand from the players who we are talking to. Citi, obviously, are the appointed bankers for this transaction. We formally reached out to Adar Poonawalla. He refuses to comment on the story. Diageo have said that this is market speculation, so they don't want to comment on that. But we did have Praveen Someshwar, who's the MD and CEO of United Spirits, on record speaking to us, saying that RCB is a very exciting business, but he qualified it by saying it's non-core to their alcohol business. So those are a couple of things that we'll most definitely monitor. RCB owners seeking a valuation close to $2 billion. Buyers will have to put all the money up front. Will that happen or not is something we'll watch out for. From an RCB standpoint, from a United States share standpoint, it accounts for nearly 15% of their sum of the parts valuation that brokerages are assigning. So that's why we are seeing some bit of excitement in the stock. Let's see what happens, but let's also hear out what Praveen Someshwar had to say to CNBC-TV18.
It's an exciting asset. It's clearly something which is absolutely exciting because cricket is the lifeline of the country. And within cricket, IPL has a play. And therefore, it's an exciting asset. But that has nothing to do with our core alcohol business. Well, I wouldn't get to saying unlocking or unlocking. It's certainly not core. There's no doubt about it. Alcobev is our core, and that's where we focus on our business, and that's exciting. This is an exciting extension.
Okay, so the big story of the afternoon indeed. We do have to take a very